Continuity editing is the dominant style of editing. Continuity editing is so that the narrative runs smoothly throughout the whole movie over a series of shots. Each shot has a continuous relationship with the next shot. The style of the shots is so that you're not distracted by anything else. Understanding of continuity is so that the audience doesn't get lost. The filmmaker arranges the shots of the film. Again, it helps to narrate the story, but most importantly, I think that they want the audience to be engaged in the story. If things are out of shot, if the audience has to move back and forth to try to catch and understand the story, I think you get lost in that. I believe the crown in this scene is a great example of continuity because it's so much happening, but the shot is of the Queen crowning King Philip, and it's the eye contact that they have that helps you to like laser focus in on what's happening in this moment. And now I'm going to get into the 4 rules of continuity editing. The first one is going to be the 180 rule. The 180-degree rule is a really important rule when it comes to demonstrating or showing the characters both on screen in the same space so that the audience can really follow the relationship between the two people on scene. The filmmaker creates an imaginary line between the two subjects in a scene, and then they keep the camera set up on the same side of the line, then 180 degrees. The next rule that I'm going to discuss is the eyeline match. Eyeline match is another editing technique to indicate to the audience what a character is seeing. In this scene, we literally can follow Leonardo DiCaprio down the stairs, out the door, what he's doing the whole time in this scene. Again, eyeline match it's good for the audience because it intrigues us in a way so that we can believe exactly what we're being told through the narration and through the character's eyes. Next rule I'm going to talk about is the match on action. And the match on action is a type of film transition that cuts from one shot to a closer shot in order to emphasize an action. Match on action cuts are used by filmmakers to generate seamless flow of editing. Like the other 2 rules that I spoke of, this is pretty important because without it, like you would see things that are noticeable. If like the different jumps, you would see that. So like the other 2 rules, this one's pretty important with the transitioning of scenes. Next rule I'm going to speak of is the 30-degree rule, and I don't have a shot for that, but in my understanding of the 30-degree rule, it's to prevent distractions. Cutting from one shot to another, you should definitely change your shot more than 30 degrees because without it will definitely be distracting to the audience. It'll be like a disruption, or they would know that you're transitioning. It's not smooth at all. You'll see a jarring in the scene, and as a viewer, I know whenever I've seen like a bad film, like you can tell where it's not running smooth, and it does mess up your train of thought with the storyline. So they could be narrating the story very well, and then if you see something where it's just like it has now pulled you away from the storyline because you just seen something that kind of shook up the scene, it pulls you out. So my understanding of this is that you want to be more than at a 30-degree angle. This is the end of my presentation. And Professor, I just want to say thank you for teaching me so much. And I'm happy that I took this class. I did take a lot out of it. I may not be able to explain it the best, but this class overall was really great. Thank you. And that's the end.